Greetings and salutations. What's going on? It's your boy D.Boom, and we finishing out air signs of astrology for this week. Stay tuned tomorrow for fire signs and earth signs, and the karmic situations that I'm doing tomorrow too. So, let's just get straight into it. Excuse the dog. It ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? Between the dog and the owner, man, I don't know. I don't know who's driving me crazy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, let's get with the business. So overall energy is fairly important. Bottom line energy is very important. We're gonna have the female on the top row. We're gonna start with Aquarius, and we're gonna have the Aquarius male at the bottom row. Um, Head, shoulders, knees, and toes rent, and we will begin. Head, that's swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction you going. That's your cerebral decisions you making and shit. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Wands are actions and behavior. All a person can go off of. Actions and behavior are things you're doing, things you've done, not shit you finna do because it don't even mean shit because you ain't did it yet. It's what you're doing currently in the present moment. Pinnacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you could taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pinnacles expire, and all pinnacles have expiration dates. Let's begin. Yeah, just mix the rest of these up. Actually, I'll keep that. All right. First card is message. Aquarius, woman and male. First of all, y'all need to sleep. Sleep, niggas. Like for real. Like sleep. That's the shit y'all need. Sleep to a motherfucking Aquarius is like a charger to a phone or a charger to a computer or the plug to the microwave or a plug to the oven. I told y'all the best way to look at yourselves are appliances. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to turn appliances off. I ain't saying you was like you ain't good enough to be a smartphone or something more advanced than an appliance, but I'm just saying how y'all operate. Y'all either black or white. Y'all either in or out. Y'all either good or not good. You know what I'm saying? So sleep will cure a lot of y'all off a lot of shit. Uno momento. Hey man, I'm knocking out this last little astrology video, man, and I'm gonna hit you up, bro. For sure. And I got a client to talk to. That was my homie and shit, but so much to do, so little time. Any rate, first card in this message, we got the Fool card. Fool card is the unknown. All right, it's being in a whole new world like Aladdin. It's being in a place in life you ain't never been. Thus, it's uncomfortable. It's like your first day at work. It's like your first day at school. First day in a new location. You know, first day in a new environment. You'll learn things eventually, but initially, it's gonna suck. You know, um, that could also be like the hobo card. You know what I mean? So like it's a difference between a bum and a hobo. You know what I'm saying? A bum, they're usually in the same place. You know, you might see them for 5, 10, 20 years in the same motherfucking corner begging for the same ass shit. Hobos in these 5, 10, 20 years have probably been all around the motherfucking world. You know what I mean? Probably out here being of service to people. You know what I'm saying? Get back in any way that they can. They just live a very different life. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be a bum or you are a bum, be a motherfucking hobo. You know what I'm saying? Travel. You know what I'm saying? Be of service to somebody. Like do more than what you've been doing. So how this relates to both the Aquarian male and feminine being in a whole new world like Aladdin, it's just like any fixed sign being in a new place. Like I'm a Leo, so I'm a fire sign, but I'm a fixed sign. So fixed signs are Leos, Aquariuses, Tauruses, and Scorpios. And being a fixed sign means you're very anchored in your belief systems. You know what I mean? It takes a lot for a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus to sway their belief systems or sway their ideologies or sway their traditions or sway things. You know what I mean? You're not a swayer, you're anchored, so you really don't sway. But by being so anchored, it kind of it kind of like makes you not open minded to other things. And I'm a Leo, and I can definitely speak for that. I like shit my way, and when shit is in a way where it's unfamiliar, I'm uncomfortable. Like I hate new situations. I hate moving. But I move a lot. Like I hate new people, but I'm always meeting new people and shit. Like I just hate new shit. And hate is a strong word, so I just say I dislike new environments. You know, as a kid, when my comfort zone just got like basically disturbed, or what I was used to or what I knew gets switched or changed, it puts a lot of anxiety on me. Because fixed signs, like I say, we want a good footing or be anchored in some shit. So Aquarius, new environments, it's pressure, it's anxiety, it's kind of shit that you don't need. You wish you wasn't in the position, but you in this position, and you just want to do a good job. You just want to make your mark on shit. So it's just like it's the energy of like you find out that the CEO is coming into the office tomorrow, and you're one of the people in the office. You're the best person at the job. So of course they gonna come holler at you, or of course you might see they ass. You know what I'm saying? So you're just trying to make the best impression, but you also wanna not fuck up. It's like you in theater. You know what I'm saying? You rehearse all week, but then when it comes to doing a real live theatrical performance, I'm an actor, and you know, actors respect people from theater. Actors don't respect actors who ain't never been in theater before. It's not like a camera where it's cut or continue, where you can edit shit like that. You fuck up on stage doing theater, you fuck up. They see it. You better play that shit off. And you ain't just fucking up your shit. You probably fucking up the person on stage with you because they don't know where you at with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the deed to want to do good, whether for your family, whether for your job, whether for something else. You know what I mean? You just a lot of Aquariuses are building up anxiety from just wanting to just be good or do a good job or be of service or just be whatever they can be to their family, their friends, and their colleagues. Bottom line, that's just fairly important. Bottom line was very important is the Ace of Swords. It's a strength, power, authority, dominion, courage, power. You know what I mean? Anything that you need to really get past this whole uncomfortable shit. You need strength, find that shit. You need courage, get that shit. Like, don't sit here and like, like just go straight raw with it. Like, just being unprepared for something. If you unprepared for something, then prepare next time. If you did a bad job last time, make sure you put some work and some effort in so this shit don't happen again. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, for anything you mentally need to succeed, survive, and thrive in life is already given to you. You just got to go in yourself to get that shit. You get what I'm saying? 1 second. Hey, yo, turn that down just a little bit, bro. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Appreciate it, man. Any rate, yeah, strength, power, authority, dominion. That shit you find in yourself. You don't need to go to nobody for no strength. You don't need to go to nobody for nothing. Like everything you need can be found within. And if you was going to yourself within for the shit, you wouldn't be too dependent on other people for it. First card in this message, Aquarius woman, you got the King of Wands. This is a divine masculine and divine readings and shit like that, but this is an astrology read. So this is the swag of a male fire sign. Leo like myself, Sagittarius male, Sagittarius Sagittarius male or Aries male, or this could be a masculine energy. So, for example, my mother's a Sagittarius, and she's kind of like Sarah Connor from Terminator 2. She's just a different motherfucking breed. Like she a female, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing like that about her, but she's definitely a masculine energy. She an alpha male. She ain't no beta chick at all. She wear the draws on her relationship. She's very proactive and straightforward when it comes to like dealing with people. She don't beat around no bushes. She tells shit the way it is. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to respect it though. And that's the swag you need to get on. Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? Like really, like you already catch this type of flack. But this ain't the person who you are. You need to be more like this. Be proactive. Stop beating around bushes. Like quit trying to be diplomatic. You ain't built that way. I told you, it's either black or white. Stop kicking it in the gray area. You either in or out. Quit pivoting because you just put anxiety on yourself just trying to choose what direction you want to go or trying to choose which is best for you. Deep inside, you know what direction you want to go. Deep inside, you already know what it is. Like, act like you know. Be more like your Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo sisters. You know what I mean? Don't beat around no bush. Don't hold your tongue. Yeah, people gonna look at you as being like a Sagittarius woman or a Leo woman or an Aries woman, just straightforward, just blunt, just disrespectful or just cold blooded the way you go about shit. But fuck that. Alpha woman definitely ain't on no beta shit. And there's some beta dudes out here that just love alpha women like this. And you know, it's just like you think that you keeping it real with somebody is going to mess up your friendship or business relationship or partnership with someone or something. It's just you being scared to tell your spouse what you really want to tell his ass because you feel that he gonna flip it on you like you the angry woman. In reality, you just a concerned one. You know, this is just being an alpha and not on no beta shit. Beta shit ain't working. Get off that. You playing being a role player. That shit ain't winning you no games. Then fuck that. Ball hog. Nigga, take control. Take the reins. Where are the draws of this motherfucking situation? You know what I'm saying? So this is just in relationships, friendships, and partnerships. Take control. Take control. You being a background person ain't gonna help you right now. You playing it back like you being subtle, you being quiet, like that ain't never worked. So be straightforward. It's like you catch flack for being an alpha anyway. You catch flack for being outspoken anyway when you ain't. All right, well, get a ass something they can feel and vote. Aquarius male, you come into the situation with something going on in your home environment. Four of Wands is home. Could be your house, could be your hometown, could be just things are hitting home with you just overall. You know, something going on in the home environment. What is it? Whatever's going oh my God, whatever's going on in your home environment, you need to focus on what it is. You don't know what it is, but it's something going on in your home underneath your nose, and you need to really focus on what the fuck that is. Not saying your old lady cheating on you and no shit like that. It might just be your kids doing shit they ain't got no business doing. Or your kids. It's like the energy of you work all day to provide for your family. So you really ain't home all day because you a computer. Like I said, Aquarius, y'all work like Hebrew slaves around this motherfucker. And it's like you work a lot to provide for your family and shit, but by you not being at home, you missing a lot of what the fuck is going on at home. Like you need to focus. Is making all this money really worth the time you not spending at home with your children? You missing magic moments with your kids. You ain't really get to see your kids that much. So if you ain't really get to see your kids that much, you really can't build a rapport or a connection with them either. You know what I mean? If you ain't really at home that much, then really you ain't with your wife that much. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's a lot going on in your home environment. You just oblivious to because you ain't taking care of home. You think to take care of home is just working and providing. In reality, you gotta be there. You gotta be there. It's like a mother who thinks she a mother, but in reality, her son looks at his grandma as his mom because mom really ain't around that much. You just think because you just providing for the kid that you being there. Nah, it's a lot of other shit. You might look at it as unfair. Well, I provide. You stay at my house every day, like I'm always doing for you, and then you say I ain't your mom. You saying that my mom is more of a mom to you than I am. Like I don't deserve that shit. You don't. But like I said, you gotta take care of home. That's what matters. If you ain't at the home, then how can you take care of it? Now, for you non-working ass Aquarians out here who just at the home all day, then that's some shit you need to fucking focus on. You need to get your ass up and get out and do something. You know what I mean? Like you might have a nice situation where you can just be chilling at home, but you know, you're gonna have to put some focus at least on the home. If you're gonna be at home all motherfucking day, clean up the motherfucker. Do something to the house that's gonna put more value into the shit. Like I say, be proactive about what's redirecting what's going on in the home environment. Like it's like you buy a whole bunch of bikes for everybody and y'all go bike riding. You know what I'm saying? It's like you take away all the phones and the computers in the house and y'all read a book or do some creative shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when come your home matters, be more proactive. Be there. You know what I mean? If you working so hard because that's all you can do, well, you better go back to school or some shit. You better better do something else. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit here is not gonna work. All this shit you doing right here is just gonna create a bigger void than you already got in the home environment. Now, if this is the hometown, you ain't been in your hometown in a long time. Take your ass home. Be around people that really know you. It's like Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins with Martin Luther. I'm gonna say Martin Luther King. Oh my God, Martin Lawrence. It's like Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins and shit. And like you see how his family treat him and shit like that. It's like, yeah, nigga, you might be a bougie Hollywood star out there, but here you just Roscoe, motherfucker. Quit acting like you don't know who your family is. Quit acting like we can't expose your motherfucking ass. Like it's good to be at home. Home is what a hate is. When some of the greatest become greater. You might be hated a lot at the crib, but be there. Why? Because you the one. It ain't just your family you come to see at your hometown. It's the people from your hometown who see your celebrity ass and you inspire them to want to get the fuck out the town the way you got out the town. You know? Sometimes, like I say, you need to come back to your roots. Cause you do got a big head. You do think you better than your peoples, and they come from the same soil as you. Shit like that. Feminine role. Aquarius woman, you in regards to yourself personally, you got the Nine of Swords. Aquarius is y'all are very cerebral. Y'all more mental than anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stress is something you put on you. Like ketchup on your fries, like salt on your steak, like cheese on your taco. Ain't nobody stressing you the fuck out. You stressing yourself out. And it's a mental thing, you stressing yourself out, blaming it on other people. What a person doing and what a person saying cannot affect you unless they're physically affecting you. And if they're physically affecting you, all you gotta do is take yourself out of the equation. And they can't do that shit no more. Stress kills. You can literally get shot by like 15 bullets. You can survive that shit. You can lose a lung, you can lose a limb, you can lose a kidney, you can lose a piece of your brain. You still gonna live. That's how the human body is set the fuck up. Now, how you gonna die is your mentality on your situation. Doctors say you got 6 months to live. You believe that shit, you will be dead in 6 months or less. You don't buy into that shit, you might live another 6 to 60 years after that diagnosis. It's all mental. It's mind over matter. And the world is full of motherfucking matter. But the important thing to remember is your mind is more important than anything else. You lose your mind, you lose your body. You can lose your limbs. You can be a paraplegic out here, rolling around here like Christopher Reeves. As long as you got a motherfucking mind, you can still make change. You can still affect the world. You can still have a social life. You can still do shit with a brain. Even if you can't talk, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You're like Dr. Stephen Hawkins, motherfucker. You can type whatever the fuck you want to say out here. Like, you know what I mean? As long as you got this, everything gonna be all right. When you don't have this anymore, you're done. It's mind over matter. Don't let stress kill you, because that's what stress does. It kills. The term stress kills. It really do. It ain't the bullet that killed you. It ain't the illness that killed you. It ain't shit being by yourself isolated in a fucking pen or prison or bonded somewhere that kills you. It's your mentality that will. Aquarius male, you in regards to the feminine energy, you got the Ace of Wands. This is awareness. It builds off to the whole home environment. Some shit going on in your home you ain't know about. Now you aware of it. That's what awareness does. It's like you got a booger in your motherfucking nose. You can walk around this whole day with a booger in your nose, and then somebody lets you know you got one. It's like, oh shit, I didn't even know. I'm aware. Thank you for making me aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I sure wasn't aware of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you think just because you got a nice home, you got a nice job, and your wife is taking care of her business as a mom and shit, that your kids are perfectly fine. Until you get aware that one of your children are depressed, they're suicidal, they're fucked up out here. And this whole time you didn't know. You know what I mean? But you're aware now, and it's the awareness that you utilize to do something about it. Let's just put this on a relationship. Let's pick another card. Let's just put this on like a relationship, right? You got the Eight of Pentacles. This is your life in a car. Shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed that you sleeping on, the four walls you call your shelter. This is the children in your life, the lovers or the love that's in your life. God is in your life. Like when it comes to your life, you getting a lot of awareness that you didn't know that was in your life. Like your home is in your life, your children is in your life, like, and you just getting aware of all this shit. Awareness is just something that you can modify or change to help you. Like awareness is a wand. What's a wand? That's actions and behavior. How do you change the things in your life? You modify your actions and behavior to create any change that you want to change. You ain't been at the home lately, and it shows. I mean, you working, you figure that, this more money is kind of gonna make up for the time that you ain't spending here. When in reality, you aware. Now you gotta analyze your life for what it really is. You're gonna have to make some changes. It's like the Wonder Years, the white one. Wonder Years is actually my favorite show. I ain't see the black version yet, but I will check that shit out. It's like the episode when Jack Arnold, right, the dad from the Wonder Years. It's like he ended up getting a raise. You know what I mean? He been trying to get this raise. He finally gets this raise so he can like make more money to provide for his family and shit. But it's like he working on all the fucking holidays, and he ain't at home as much. And the kids are starting to feel it. They missing that father presence that's being in the house. His wife is feeling it because usually the husband cuts the turkey. Usually the husband, you know what I'm saying, like prayers over the table and shit, like says the prayers and shit like that. Like the shit that the man's supposed to be doing in the home, it's like he ain't in the home doing that shit and it's slowly affecting everybody. To where towards the end of the episode, he leaves that promotion and goes back to his old job where he making a little less money than what the fuck he was making before, but at least that family dynamic is there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he missing shit. It ain't like his wife feeling the shit that she was feeling before. It ain't like the kids feeling the shit that they was feeling before. Like awareness. If you know, you act on that shit. It ain't like you didn't know that your son was depressed or you didn't know that he was feeling suicidal to where you get aware once the suicide is taking place. Or you know what I'm saying? You ain't in the house and it's changing a lot of things when you don't get aware until your wife leave you. You know what I'm saying? Or your daughter acting ass out here in the streets because she ain't got no guidance from you. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you ain't got no family, you know what I'm saying? If it's just you out here, like myself, then you just getting some awareness that these are the things you need in your motherfucking life. But, that I'm starting to find out my damn self. Moving on, Aries. I mean, I'm tweaking. Um, Fucking roommate got me tweaking, bro. This nigga, it's just him in the house. Like, how the fuck is you turning up by yourself? I don't know if he's doing this shit intentionally or what. Any rate, I hope y'all can't hear this shit. Cause when I review and play this shit and that shit sound the way I'm listening to this shit, that nigga gonna get one good tongue lashing up in this motherfucker. Any rate, Aquarius feminine. You in regards to the masculine, you got the Ace of Cups. It's self-care, self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, self-identification, self-realization. Goes back to the shit you was dealing with initially. You're gonna have to be more alpha. Fuck this beta shit. Like, this is just the energy of you keep it real with your husband, or you keeping it real with your boyfriend, or you keeping it real with like your son. So husband is concerned. It's like, look, we getting older. You know what I mean? We ain't getting younger out here. So I need you to take care of your health. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if you plan on being married to me. So I don't know, 20, 30 years down the line, I ain't gotta spend my golden years taking care of your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to step it up just a little bit. I stopped smoking cigarettes like a long time ago. I'm on my health. I'm switching my diet. I'm gonna need you to do the same shit. We a team, right? All right, you better start acting like this a team. If you think I'm gonna be taking care of your motherfucking ass like in your latter years of life, like I love you, but shit, I don't have to be doing that. Like you need to be more in tune with the future, especially with me, motherfucker. It's like your boyfriend. Been telling this nigga for a long time. Hey, you know what I mean? I ain't finna be your girlfriend too long. Like I ain't finna be your fiance for another year. I'm not talking shit, but hey, you're gonna have to get with the program. Cause if you just stringing me, I can string myself. I can do all bad by my motherfucking self. I'm not giving you no ultimatum and no shit like that. But you really need to modify your actions and behavior before you really lose the best shit in your world right now. And I'm just keeping the motherfucking real. I wasn't even gonna say nothing, but you act like you don't know. Like you John B around this motherfucker. It's like your kid. You give them a fair warning. It's like, listen, my job is to render you out of my motherfucking house. I'm teaching you how to be a man now. So you ain't no grown ass man like coming back to my crib later. Like I ain't raising no grown ass people. Like I put you in school for a reason. I got you in this whatever it is for a reason. I need you to be a kid right now. I need you to do what you need to do. All your job to do now is just to get good grades, to get your ass pre-set up, college, army, whatever the fuck you're gonna do. I need you to get focused on what the fuck you need to do. Because I'm telling you, senior year, if you ain't got no degree, if you ain't got nothing to do, you ain't gonna be doing nothing here. Like, I'm just keeping it real. I wasn't even gonna say nothing, but you walk around here like you're gonna be around here for a minute, and I ain't having it. You know, the conversation my mom gave to me one time. You know what I'm saying? When I was like acting stupid, thinking I'm grown and shit as a shorty. Son, nigga, don't make me take off no insurance policy on your motherfucking ass, cause nigga, that's the direction you going. Your ass want to die in the streets all day, that's cool, but shit, I'm finna get something out to do. So figure out what the fuck you trying to do. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real. And it ain't selfish. You coming at them like this, you just taking care of your star player. And who was that? That's you. You raise your kids. You ain't here to take care of your kids. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all take care of your own kids. Mom, you bogus. Nah, I ain't bogus. I got a life to live. You understand what I'm saying? I'm done raising motherfucking kids. You need to get on your shit. You just take care of you. It's your husband. Y'all a couple. You understand the long term effects of what the fuck you could do today to change tomorrow, and you just giving people heads up because you got love for yourself. That's why you take care of yourself in the best manner you can take care of yourself. That's why you change your diet. That's why you stop smoking. That's why you stop. That's why you put away a lot of childish shit for the long term issue of it. I told you, Aquarius is y'all brains are like fucking computers. Y'all so far ahead and so far advanced with shit that people write y'all off as being overthinkers or being too far ahead. Nah, you just focus. Aquarius male, you in regards to yourself, pimp, you got the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Khalees Bossy card in my deck. Now it's usually built for like feminines, you know what I'm saying? Because like the song Bossy by Khalees, like the whole video, that's the swag of this card. So since it's like a male here, you know what I'm saying? This is just the swag of a boss. What's a boss? It's more than a supervisor. It ain't the owner. It's more than a supervisor though. So if you a boss, that means you got a little bit more risk on your hands. You got a little bit more accountability on your hands. And by you being a boss, you can get fired from not bossing your people correctly. You ain't the owner to where you run everything. But what happens when a boss enter the motherfucking room? You know what I'm saying? Everybody better get to their work. Everybody better get busy and look like you acting busy in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? You the boss. You the captain. You the playmaker. I just take this as like I say, the El Capitan. You know what I mean? You the provider for the family. So as the provider, you need to boss up on the fact that you in a position to really take care of your family. But how can you take care of your family if you ain't taking care of yourself? You get what I'm saying? So this is also like you bossing people to fuck around. It's one thing to be a boss, to boss up on somebody that try to boss up on you, or to boss up on a situation to get to an even better situation. Nah, when you bossing people around, you feel entitled to do so. Just because you are the provider don't give you no damn reason for you to talk to your spouse in any kind of way you feel like it, or to boss your kids around in any type of way you feel because you the provider of the house. That shit can change quick. Some shit can happen to you, and your wife could be the provider of the family, and the way you treat wifey, she can start treating your ass. That's why you gotta treat your kids right, because when you get old and elderly, they gonna have to take care of your motherfucking ass. And if they don't fuck with you, your ass gonna be in a motherfucking nursing home some motherfucking where. Like, you gotta treat people right. You can't boss people around, and you can't even feel entitled to do so. What's a good boss? That's a person that's understanding to the worker's needs. You ain't just sitting with a whip cracking in that motherfuckers for them to get back to work. You in the trenches with them, trying to figure out how you can get the, you know what I mean, the staff on a better beat, or get the workload or pay off better. Like, you know what I mean, you got to be one with your staff. Every cool boss I ever had was very understanding to the staff's needs. You know what I mean? If you just a dictator, then like I said, you know, your reign gonna end, and you gonna be getting dictated to in a manner you was dictating to people. So watch how you bossing people around. You know what I'm saying? Don't let like, this is you letting a little power get to your head. It's like you become a boss and you feel that since you the boss, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, nah. Reason why you was chosen to be a boss is because you were a man of the people. Then you become like a tyrant or a dictator. Or like I say, just because you are the breadwinner, you feel you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like I say, when you boss a person around, you feel entitled to do so. Entitlement is a tricky ass game. Tricky. So, you know what I mean? When it comes to entitlement, when it comes to bossing, like, be a boss, but don't be bossing people around. You know what I mean? Take pride in the fact that you know, moved on up like Georgia Weezy, but appreciate your position. Like, best way I could use the example was like Family Guy, you know what I'm saying? When not Family Guy, American Dad. And actually, I don't even want to talk about that shit because that shit's too long, and I'm trying to keep the shit brisk. But yeah, position of power. If you're in a position of power, appreciate that shit because at any moment you could be on the other end of the stick. You know what I mean? It's like somebody chooses you to be the president of the company, and this is something that you wanted. But before you was the boss, you was just like had aspirations of being the boss. You inspired a lot of people to want to shoot to try to be the boss instead of just settling for the position that they in. Then you become the boss, and it's like you do everything in your power to keep people from taking your position, or you throw a person under the motherfucking bus. You know what I'm saying? Just to maintain your position, and that's not the type of boss you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So, give me 1 second. 1 second. Oh yeah, I'm doing specials, reduced price readings. Just go to my page, Facebook page, Instagram page, YouTube page. You'll see it. I think we got like 48 more hours. So Wednesday night, midnight is when those go away. So, any rate, future final roll. Wrapping this up. You got the Ten of Swords. Aquarius, feminine, going to the future. Ten of Swords are permanent endings or a death. Think about death and permanent endings. Them shits is a wrap. They ain't never coming back no more. You know what I mean? When death happens, you mourn, but move on. Be happy that you ain't the one in the box. Be happy that you ain't deceased right now. I told you, today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. You know what I mean? It's a gift to be alive right now at this moment because there's a lot of people who ain't here. Mourn the dead, respect the dead, like pay your respects, give respects to them, but you still here. Can't let a person that you love die and you want to die with them. Like you wish you was dead too. Like that's a mental thing to wish you was dead to join somebody who's passed on. They're not dead. They're really just passed on to the next life. A fate we're all gonna share, but we ain't rushing to get there. Everything happens for a motherfucking reason too. God don't make no motherfucking mistakes. So to the source could be you get fired from a job. To the source could be you total your car. You lose your home. You lose a limb. You have a stroke and lose half the use of your motor skills. Like, you know, half these things you lose that's permanently ended. I mean, yeah, it's a wrap, but when things end, things begin. Matriarch of the family dies. Okay, well, there's got to be a new matriarch now, a new patriarch now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, this relationship is over. Yes, this marriage ended, but it's just making a new beginning about to happen on a motherfucking horizon. Permanent endings is something you got to register. Like, your car died. Like, you can't sit there and try to, like I say, fix something that's broke. Like, you ain't no mechanic. You can't fix the transmission. You can't fix the shit as we speak right now. So until you can fix the situation, just hey, it's a wrap. Do what you can do. Shit you can't do, you don't worry about. You lose your job. I mean, that's just a sign that job wasn't meant for you. You lose a friend. That's just a sign that, you know what I'm saying, you outgrew your friend or they no longer serve you. You know what I mean? Or maybe you don't longer serve them. That's why they got rid of you because they ain't getting what they want out the deal. Like when it comes to permanent endings, register them. Do not get stuck on stupid. Things that's done, let it be. Cannot ride a dead horse. Your horse is dead. Bury that motherfucker or pay your respect to that motherfucker and keep moving. All right? Because on the other hand, you got temporary endings. And this is what the Aquarius male got going into the future. Ten of Wands is you pumping the brakes on something you was passionate about. Ten of Wands is proactively ending something. Ten of Swords is you losing your job because you was late all the fucking time. Ten of Wands is the second time you got that write up for being late, modifying your wands, actions, and behaviors so you ain't late no more. Ten of Swords is you dying from the illness that killed you. Ten of Swords is dying from an illness that eventually kills you. Ten of Wands is you stopping whatever it was that was killing you to where you survived. Doctor told you to stop smoking, stop eating salt, stop eating sugar. Like they gave you a fair warning prior to this. You know what I'm saying? And all you had to do was diet, stop eating, stop smoking, stop drinking, stop whatever you had to do, proactively end whatever you had to do. You didn't choose to do that. And it's like boom, game over. But the thing about life is you ain't always gonna get warnings on the Ten of Swords. That's bound to happen. Moving on to the next sign, we got Gemini. So, got the Gemini woman up top, Gemini man at the bottom. Got the overall energy, which is fairly important. Got the bottom line energy, which is very important. Now, kicking this thing on off, we got the Two of Pentacles, which is once again. Hold on, man. Shuffle this up just one more time. Uno momento, my bad. My bad. All right. First card in this message is the Eight of Wands. Aquarius, Feminine, not Aquarius. Damn. This fucking noise throwing me the fuck off. Goddamn. Gemini. We got the Eight of Wands. This is communication. This is a text message, a voice message. This is a phone call. This is a presentation. You know what I mean? And this is also self-expression. That's what communication is too. It's self-expression. 80% of communication is nonverbal. 20% of communication is verbal. And it ain't really what the fuck you saying. It's what the fuck you saying and doing correlating with each other. You talk all you want to talk, but if you ain't doing the shit you talking about, what you saying don't mean shit. You don't mean nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So this is your words. Could be you said some shit. Maybe some shit you regretting now. But you said it. It's like I didn't mean to say that, but you said it. That shit was in your heart. That shit was in your subconscious. That shit was in your psyche. Or somebody influenced you to say some shit that you ain't had no business saying, but you said it. And you said it. Eight of Wands to go for Gemini male or a woman. This could be a Gemini woman who called herself trying to stand up for herself or trying to speak for what's right when in reality somebody else got in her head, you know what I mean, and made her say these things. Can't nobody make you say shit. Maybe you was influenced to say some shit. Maybe you were part of somebody else's agenda and didn't even fucking know it. You said some shit, and bottom line, more important than all that, you start losing shit from what you said. Before you said this statement, you at least had a family. Now you ain't got no fucking family no more off your own motherfucking words. This could be you, like I say, calling yourself, trying to tell everybody to fuck off, but you ain't telling yourself off for shit. You can point a finger at everybody you want to, but you still got four fingers pointing back at your ass. You Gemini males, man. Y'all motherfuckers love jigging, man. Love fucking being jesters. Pisces men and Gemini men got that shit. Y'all more feminine. Those are more feminine guys, though. Not feminine like a gay way, because they all about the bitches, like Prince and shit. But it's like y'all diplomatic to a fault. Y'all professional fence hoppers. You can't hop no fucking fence. You better motherfucking pick a side and ride. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to please everybody. By trying to please everybody, you're gonna piss everybody the fuck off. By not picking a side or making your own decision on shit, things just gonna domino effect right down on your motherfucking ass, and that's what's happening. Your mouth, it fucked up something. I'm a Leo, so I can really contest. My mouth can definitely fuck up some shit for me. My mouth can fuck up my blessings. My mouth can rub a motherfucker the wrong way to where people stop fucking with me because they think I'm bitching. I'm really just passionate about what the fuck I'm talking about. But nah, this is like some shit that was inside. You said it. This could have been a piss poor taste ass joke that you thought was gonna get you a couple laughs on your little social media today, and then starts a fucking frenzy, a fucking firestorm. Because you shouldn't have said that shit. What you said, you ain't had no accountability in what you said. Now motherfuckers making you be accountable for what you said. You thinking what you said shouldn't even get the reaction that it's getting. It's like you thought you was gonna say some shit and get some laughs. Or you thought you was gonna say some shit and they was gonna get it. Or you thought you was gonna say some shit and shit was just gonna happen a certain way. Fuck no. You starting to see exactly how your words can affect people in the worst way. So you finna lose a couple friends, finna lose a couple family members, finna lose a couple subscribers, followers and shit from just randomly saying shit. Coming to the situation, Gemini feminine, and you got the Eight of Swords. This is a self-imposed prison. It's an invisible prison, so don't nobody know you in this bitch but you. This is a long-standing belief that needs to be eradicated, or some shit you been doing that needs to stop. This could be fucking gossiping. Geminis, I don't know. It's just like y'all ain't the queen gossipers and king gossipers, but just juicy information just have a way of falling in your motherfucking lap. You just happen to be in the know of all the motherfucking gossip and juicy shit. You know what I mean? And it's for a reason. And like I say, Geminis, y'all reflect what people do back at them. So instead of just telling a person to stop doing some shit or telling a person that you know they doing some shit and they need to stop that shit because who they fooling, nah, you want to do what they do. Y'all hold mirrors up to people to let them see what they doing, but you don't hold the mirror up to yourself. Or if another motherfucker get to holding up a mirror to you, you get offended. Like that's that fuck shit. Self-imposed prison. This is a false sense of entitlement. You feel entitled to, like I say, talk the shit you be talking. To say the shit that you just said that resulted in a catastrophe. You can't apologize for talking that shit. Like you said it. Whether that's how you felt or not, whether you was joking or not. Words speak life and shit or speak death and shit. You was in a self-imposed prison thinking you could say whatever the fuck you want to say. And what I mean by that is like I said, man, I see a lot amongst Geminis, man. Like they want to create, like they just want to. It's like freedom of speech. I got the freedom of speech, so I'll be able to say whatever the fuck I want to say, and you shouldn't get mad. Like, nah, it's a time and place for jokes. It ain't every fucking day. It's a time and space for jigging or entertaining people, just not on an everyday level. You know what I mean? If you gonna say some shit, you need to be 10 toes the fuck down on what you said. Don't say some shit and then people get mad or people get upset or you want to retract your statement. Niggas be 10 toes down on that shit. You in a self-imposed prison, like I said, thinking that you're gonna get a pass from saying whatever it is you said, Gemini, and thinking you wasn't gonna get this type of reaction with it. Gemini male, you got the 9 of Pentacles. This is lining your life up for you to manifest something, or lining your life up to fit a person, place, or thing in your life, or you just being the ringleader. This is you, and this is people lining up to see the shit show, lining up to see what you gonna say next today. You know what I mean? Lining up to see what in your Facebook group or you know what I'm saying, your little channel and shit to see what bombshell you finna drop today. Cause like I say, y'all be jigging for motherfuckers. So what I mean by jigging is like I say, adjuster. Like I'm on YouTube, I got a following, but you ain't finna see me jigging. Just doing random ass videos. Just saying any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Just to rile a reaction out of people. Or create polls out here to divide people, or just like I say, it's like a person who loves attention that you know what I'm saying just gets on. I don't know. I just see it a lot. I see it a lot of Geminis and Pisces. Y'all got like this face like it's like a Facebook group and shit. You say shit. A lot of people be responding and commenting on your shit. Like it's stupid, cruel humor that you dropping. And it's like they love that shit. Cause really you the only motherfucker that can do it. Like they ain't finna put their professionalism on the line. They ain't finna put their shit online doing the shit that you doing, but you do it. And they respect you because you obviously don't give a fuck. That's why you doing whatever it is that you're doing. And it's like you do your little bit like you always do. People flock to come see what you're gonna say next, and it's like you say some stupid shit or some off the wall shit or just some shit that was just in poor taste, and it rubs motherfuckers the wrong way, and they stop fucking with you. It's like you line everybody up to tell this one joke, and you say the joke, and it's like it doesn't go the way you planned it. In fact, like it turns people the fuck off. People get to tuning your ass out. And since you so used to jigging and like having an audience of people to kind of like dance to your motherfucking rhythm and shit, it's mighty crazy not having no audience no more. It's mighty crazy losing like half your followers to some bullshit. Like I remember I dropped from 4.1K to 3.1K. I lost 1,000 fucking subscribers when I started talking about God on a regular. When I started talking about Christ on a regular. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, some shit just ain't gonna fly. It's a time and place for everything. But like I say, motherfuckers gonna learn. You can't just say anything you want to say and expect not to get no blowback from that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Moving on. You got the Knight of Swords, Gemini feminine, you in regards to the masculine energy. Oh, I skipped the whole little row. Okay. Gemini woman, you in regards to yourself personally, you got the Queen of Wands. You know what I'm saying? Queen of Wands is a divine feminine, but this isn't a divine reading. So this deals with like the swag of a Sagittarius woman, Leo woman, Aries woman. And Leo women, fire sign women, they don't take no shit. They alphas, they not betas. They say what's on their mind. They don't beat around no bushes. They ain't scared to take the reins in a relationship. They ain't scared to wear the big draws in a motherfucking relationship. You know what I mean? They show no fear and they tell it how it is. They might be loud. They might catch flack from being themselves, but god damn it, fuck it. That's keeping it real. A fire sign gonna pick a side and ride. They ain't finna hop no fucking fence. They ain't finna be on no diplomatic shit just to be cool with every fucking body of Aries, Sagittarius, Leo woman. Nigga, they don't give a fuck about being cool with people. You either gonna fuck with them or not. That's how you need to be. Say, Gemini feminine, stop trying to fit in other people's boxes. Quit fence hopping. Like, pick a side. Cause it's like your friends are divided. Part of your friends fuck with you, the other part of your friends don't fuck with you. The reason why the friends who don't fuck with you don't fuck with you is because you ain't really picked who your friends is. You looking at it like I shouldn't have to pick sides. Y'all should all fuck with me equally. But what they try to tell you is hell no, we don't fuck with them. You fucking with the enemy. Like I was your friend before these new ass audience of people that's just dick riding you. They're just a bunch of yes men and women that's just stroking your fucking ego. I'm your real friend. I'll tell you really how it is. Now here it is, man. You finna split apart because your ass don't want to ride. Well, why does it have to be about that? Why we can't just all be cool? Because we can't be. So pick a side and let me know. It's like, yo, pick a side. You know what I'm saying? You got like half of the people that want you to go one way, half the people who want you to go another way. That's what happened when you fence hopping, when you straddle the fucking fence. Pick a side, stand for something, cause you're gonna fall for everything right now. You gonna go where they want you to go. You gonna do what they want you to do. You trying to please these group of people. Like you ain't finna have enough you for you. Fucking with everybody. Like fuck everybody. Like that's really the swagger with Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo woman. Just a fire sign, man. Like fuck trying to impress people. Let people try to impress you. Stop tap dancing for people. Let motherfuckers start tap dancing for you. I'm trying to please people. Let them come and please you. Right? And this is being in the spotlight, being in the front light. Like this is taking full accountability for what you're saying or what you're doing. Not throwing a rock and hiding your motherfucking hand. This is throwing a rock and being like, I did that shit. Gemini male, you in regards to the feminine energy, nigga, you got some work to do. With the feminine. Like work. A lot of you Gemini men need to work on understanding the feminine a little better. Y'all cool with feminines. Y'all can fuck any feminine y'all want. Y'all can get any woman y'all want. Y'all know how to please women. Y'all know how to talk to women. Y'all know how to satisfy them. Y'all know all the physical shit of it. But one thing about women y'all ain't figured out is how to put that work in to keep them. How to put that work in to maintain them. Like a fucking relationship. Whether that's your girlfriend, fucking fiance, wife, or baby mama. Like you need to work on being more compassionate with the women in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because by not putting no work in or not working on yourself to be a better lover, to be a better man, to be a better mate, to be like it's work. A relationship requires work, and you don't like working. Say that shit 2 times. Relationship requires work, pimp, and you don't like working most of the time. You know, you could be very vocal. Like you could say, like I said, your mouth. Like you have a tendency of like saying some off the wall shit to your mate in the name of fun, in the name of jokes and shit, when it really ain't shit funny. Harriet Tubman, nigga. Ain't nobody smiling. Like you might can entertain everybody else with that shit you be on, but I know what that shit really is. This is like a relationship you really gonna have to work on. Like part of your reason you get online and create this atmosphere of like fun is basically out of hurt. It's like a person that's I'll find the best example. It's like a person who goes out, kicks it, parties a lot. You know, They're always at the bar. They're loud. They're the life of the party. But then they get home and they feel like shit. Because, you know what I'm saying, that bar environment, that club environment ain't in the home environment. Everybody fuck with you outside the crib, and inside the crib, motherfuckers don't respect you or fuck with you like that. It's like you get more love outside the crib than you get in the motherfucking crib. And the only people that know what's really going on in your home environment are the people who are in the home environment with you. Motherfuckers at the bar, motherfuckers at the club, motherfuckers online and social media, they don't know your real situation. So to the people who really know your situation, like I said, them the motherfuckers you gotta work with. You're doing too much for other people instead of doing shit for the people that need you to do shit for them. Like I say, you'll work on finding out a bomb diggity way to build your following up and shit like that, but you ain't gonna really work to like build your own home, like to build the morale or the respect or the integrity you got going on your home front. That's fucked up. But what you really need to work on though, whole time, is your relationship. Clarifying the two of wands. This work shit is the two of cups. You need to work on your relationship, man. You need to work on how to be a better boyfriend, how to be a better husband, how to be a better motherfucking fiance. Cause like I say, it's that snake shit you be doing. Like you slick. You'll say some shit like it's your humor. It's like crude, dark humor. It's funny to you, but you hurting your fucking girlfriend or shit that you saying. Or you use some shit that happened with you and your girl and you put it online and using as an example for other chicks to kind of comment and feed off of. When in reality, it's like they don't really know the true status of what you got with your girl at the crib. They just think you playing. In reality, you serious as hell. Like it's just crude humor. Crude humor. The shit ain't funny. Like the shit you saying, the shit like how you coming about it. Like it's just weird. It's the energy of like, God damn, I can't even think. It's too much fucking. It sound like a party going on in the living room, and there's only one person in there. Fuck. Any rate, distraction. That shit pissed me off. Gemini, feminine. You, in regards to the masculine energy, you got fear. It's the Knight of Swords. And what's fear? That's making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. That's being mentally discombobulated from what? A Ten of Swords that just happened. What's Ten of Swords? That's death or a permanent ending. That's some shit that ain't coming back no more. That's some shit you can't get back. That's some shit you're gonna have to register that's over. Somebody just died. Of course you in fear. You don't know how they died. You don't know if you're gonna die the way they died. You know what I'm saying? You just lost your job. Of course you scared. How you gonna make money? You just lost your car. Of course you scared or in fear. How the fuck you supposed to get to and from work? Fear is natural. We all go through that shit, but don't let fear dominate your mind. Since this is tied to a masculine energy, I gotta pull another card out because I know ain't no nigga got you scared around this bitch. Nah, you got the Seven of Cups though. This is something that's in you that needs to come out, or this is you being a fucking individual. It's like you scared of your own individuality, Gemini woman. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to your mate, especially when it comes to like relationships and shit like that. Like y'all lose yourself in y'all relationships with the guys y'all be with. I told you, y'all spend so much time holding up mirrors to show people what the fuck they doing that when a motherfucker throw a mirror at you, you don't know how to take that shit. Geminis are four fucking people. And it's the fourth face to you unfamiliar with. You know three of your faces, but the fourth face you Ray Charles to. People tell you all the time about this fourth face that keep popping up. And you don't know what the fuck people talking about. It's a side to you ain't even tapped into yet. It's a part of you don't even know. Like Geminis with 4 feet of water, they only fucking around in 3 feet. They ain't really never been to the bottom of their own ocean. My women ain't really never. It ain't just women; it's the men. Geminis in general just ain't really never dove to the depth of their own soul. You don't know how powerful you are, how strong you are, how great you are. Y'all always want to put yourself on everybody else's level because y'all diplomatic to a fucking fault, thus taking all the goodness out your own self. It's like you above average, but you carry yourself as an average person just to be cool with the average people. Fuck the average people. You above average. Take pride in that shit. Like a Queen of Wands, a Leo feminine, Sag woman, Aries woman. Like I say, this diplomatic shit ain't gonna do nothing but fuck you up every time. Stop fucking yourself. Like for real. Something in you that needs to come out. You need to step into the spotlight. Stop being in the motherfucking background. It's something that you got going that's good. And you need to just go out here and make good of it. Gemini male, you in regards to yourself personally, you got the 901. It's the wounded warrior. You hurt. What do you hurt about? The step after this 8 of Wands, you said some shit and it didn't go quite as planned. It's like you said a joke and you end up getting booed. It's like you were a comedian. You said a joke and you end up getting booed on stage because it was in poor taste. Like it was in poor taste. You screaming freedom of speech, but the crowd is screaming like "fuck you." You know what I'm saying? Poor taste. You know what I mean? It's a time and a place for everything. And you said some shit at a time where you shouldn't have been said it. It wasn't that time. It's like Biggie when he put out it's like Biggie when he put out Who Shot You when Pac was in jail. That shit was poor taste. Pac was your homie. And now it's like, hey! I mean, is the music getting louder and shit? Or is it just like, the fuck? It's like Biggie. The nigga put out Who Shot You at the wrong fucking time. That nigga got shot. Talking about Who Shot You. Oh, I made that song well before he got shot. Bad timing, poor taste. It's a time and place for every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? By Biggie putting that shit out, it just led towards Biggie demise. I said shit 2 times. By Biggie putting that shit out, it led to his demise. By you saying that shit you said, it's consequences and repercussions that came to that shit. Period. Watch what the fuck you say. And then when you say shit, don't retract it because you said it. Like most of these celebrities do, they say some stupid shit. Motherfucking niggas trying to cancel their ass and they want to apologize and shit. Me, I ain't that type of nigga. I stand. I can say some shit and I stand behind it, right or wrong. I don't give a fuck. I pick sides. I ain't here to please none of you motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's the difference between an individual and a clone. What possessed you to say whatever you said? Because you see what happened because of it. You feel like shit. This is like guilt from saying something you know you shouldn't have said, or doing something you know you should have did, or going in a direction you know you ain't had no business going. For the sake of humor, for the sake of comedy, for the sake of freedom of speech, for the sake of whatever it was. Like you said some shit, consequences happen. Now you hurt. Whatever you said just hurt your cause. It just hurt your integrity. It just hurt your relationship. It just hurt your fucking family. Watch what you say. You either gonna speak life with your words or you gonna destroy life with your words. You either gonna do something positive with what you saying or you gonna be doing negative shit with it. So future final row for Gemini, then we can wrap this up so I can figure out what the fuck's going on behind this door. We got the 7 of Wands. Gemini woman, going to the future, you're gonna be internally conflicted. You know, internal conflict is something you heal. Internal conflict is shit that goes on within you. These are your complexes. These are your woes. This is your drama. This is the shit you should have been working on. Like internal conflict is something you heal. And ain't nobody's job to fix you. You fix your motherfucking self. People can help you fix yourself. People can put you in a direction of where you can help yourself. But the whole fixing what's inside, that's all you right there. Now, if you don't fix your complexes, if you don't fix what's inside, what's gonna happen is the shit gonna start bleeding on the other people. So just because you can't fix yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you walking around here broken, it's like you gonna walk around here breaking other people's shit. Like If you fall to pieces in front of somebody, you're pouring all your bullshit out on another person. Everybody got this to deal with. So to shit on a person for not helping you with shit you need to be helping yourself on is ludicrous. Like that don't even make sense. Like we all got stress. We all deal with the ills of the world. We all going through some shit. But for you to let what's going on inside you affect somebody else's situation or spill over into somebody else's life, like that's bullshit. Fix yourself. So you don't get married and it's your husband's job to fix yourself. Fix yourself. So you don't take your whatever's going on inside out on your children. Fix yourself. So you don't take whatever the fuck you want and want to share that shit to the whole world. Like you feel like shit, you a sarcastic ass person, and it's just like you got an agenda. And this agenda is to expose people, is to create shock value or some shit. It's like you an asshole. Let's just keep it fucking real. It's like you an asshole. But instead of like acknowledging that you got problems, you wanna like just stir a whole beehive of shit. Or because you feel like shit. Or you upset with something. And you want to make everybody else feel the way you feel. Or you want everybody else to get on with whatever the fuck you want. Like, nah. It's complex. Any internal conflict you got, you're gonna have to fix that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, ain't nobody else's job to fix you but yourself. All you gonna do, being incomplete and putting yourself on a platform. It's like a person dealing with addictions, creating a platform talking about people who addicted to shit. It's like you do more dirt than a little bit, but you steady trying to expose dirt, but you ain't exposing the dirt on you. Like, like where they do that at? Like, you gotta be a fucked up person to be a marriage counselor, but you cheating all on your wife. Like, you a drug counselor, but all you do is do drugs around this motherfucker. Like, there's no accountability with you. It's a disconnect there. To sit there high as shit, telling somebody else that it's wrong for them to get high. For you to be working with a couple in a relationship, telling them they shouldn't cheat on each other when you cheating on your bitch or your dude, that's fucked up. Like you, it's like you treat all your kids like shit. You wasn't really a mom. You know what I mean? It's like your kids didn't raise themselves. Your kids aren't really even looking at you as a mom no more, but you want to talk about how they not treating you like a mom or how you don't, how they ain't making you feel like a mom right now when you really wasn't a mom. Then, you know what I'm saying? Just a little backward shit. Like internal conflict. Fix that shit. So it don't spill over in other people's lives. Gemini male going to the future, you stuck in a little pickle. Two of Swords. This is so-called options. So-called options. We'll make them so-called options. They're not really options at all. Two of Swords is also a fork in the road. It's a pivotal moment where you're either gonna have to go this way or this way. Both of them are fucking options, but you're gonna have to make a motherfucking choice. Two things can't occupy the same space. You can't play passive and aggressive. You can't play the diplomat and the rebel. You can't feed into one group of people and the other group of people. Like, nigga, when it's time to ride, pick a side. It's time to ride, pick a side. Wrapping that shit up, getting to this last motherfucking reading for the day. We got Libra. Libra woman up top. Libra man at the bottom. Overall energy is fairly important. Bottom line energy is very important. And let's get cracking. Yeah, I'm gonna get this motherfucker mouthful, bro, because it's just stupid. Oh, you know what I mean? I don't know. First card in this message, you got the Six of Wands, Libras, and this is victories, wins, and celebration. You winning because you got something to celebrate. You winning because you are victorious to something. What is it you victorious over, Libras? Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is the Pay the Bill card. It's a two-part card. First part of the card is keeping your integrity up to par, being a person people can trust, being a person of your word, doing what you're gonna say you're gonna do and shit. And it's keeping your divinity up. It's just being an overall good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you care. It ain't like you don't care. It ain't like you around here treating people like shit. It ain't like you out here just offending people and doing whatever the fuck you want to do out here. Like, you understand what humility is. You understand what reciprocation is. You treat people how you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? The average person don't give a fuck about other people's space or other people's place or other people's shit. You know what I mean? You ain't selfish. You can be, but this is a grand energy. You know what I'm saying? You winning because you a good person. Like I say, Libras are like people you leave your kids with. You know what I'm saying? They could be like party animals. They could be like they can have their vices and shit, but overall, Libras are like they are people you leave your kids around. Like they are people you can trust. They ain't finna like do you greasy. Now, relationship wise, different. We talk about integrity, like on a friend level, on a social level, on a community level. You know what I mean? You win because of the good that you do. On the bottom line, though, you might have a good rapport, good integrity with, like I say, the people in your community, your job, your friends, your family. But it's like when it comes to your relationship, you are not on that. You know what I mean? And I ain't saying you out here cheating on your spouse or you out here lying to your spouse or no shit like that. But I'm just saying who you are to your friends or how your friends see you, how your community see you, how your workplace see you, how other people see you, other than the people who know you, is different from the people who know you. The people who know you see you going through a lot of shit. They see your complexes, they see your flaws and shit. You know what I mean? But it's like you ain't nice like that. Like you nice, but when it comes to the people who know you, you ain't that nice. It's like at your job, everybody respects you. You get praised by your boss. The community fucks with you because they like how you keep your house, the outside of your house. Motherfuckers don't know what's going on inside. Like outside, everything is kosher. Everything is cool. Everything is beautiful. Inside, it's just madness. Like in your brain, it's a lot of shit going on. In your relationship, it's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit going on in your house that the neighbors can't see because they can't see inside your motherfucking house. They can't see inside your motherfucking head. Everything looks picture perfect from the outside, but at the inside, only the ones that's close to you really know what's going on with your life. Coming to the situation. Libra feminine, you got the Ace of Swords. It's your strength, power, authority, dominion. A for anything you need mentally to succeed, survive, and thrive in life. Power comes from within. You know what I mean? Like, in the same way you can make everything seem okay on the exterior, it's the same way you can make shit kosher in the interior, kosher with your household, kosher with your relationship. What you got to do is put that same energy you put into the outside, inside. So, like I said, you go over and beyond at work. You go over and beyond trying to impress your neighbors and your friends and shit. Okay, you need to do that shit in your house. You need to go over and beyond and try to make your house the best positive environment it can be for yourself, for your children, for your mate. You know what I mean? In the same way you treat women nice at work, you need to treat your wife nice or your girl nice or, you know what I'm saying? The person that fucks with you the most. It's like the people that's closest to you get the worst from you. Like, can't cuss your boss out. You can't beat up your motherfucking coworker because you'll lose your job. You can't like shit on a person outside your home because you know you can go to jail, you can get fired. There's too much shit that can go wrong. But when you come home, it's like you shit on the person that's closest to you. Like I find myself doing that sometimes. Like I don't mean to jump down on my lady, or jump down on my mom or jump down on my old man. You know what I'm saying? When I'm pissed and shit ain't working for me, it's just they the ones that's closest to me. So I talk to them the most. And if I got an attitude or I'm feeling shitty or I'm mad, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna spill over. You know what I mean? And to me talking to them like they crazy, or me saying some slick shit that I ain't really need to say to them. Because I'm not mad at my old man. I'm not mad at my mom. I'm not mad at my girl. I'm mad at myself. Or I'm mad at my boss. Or I'm mad at something else. It's like you had a bad day and your dog won't shut the fuck up and you shitting on your dog. Like you snapping on your dog, you hit your dog, you just jabbing at your dog like it's the dog fault. Like it ain't the dog fault. It's your fault. Like the dog didn't do shit to you. You just stressed the fuck out. And since the dog is the closest thing to your motherfucking ass, that's how shit happens. So I can't think with all this goddamn music playing. It's literally just him outside. I probably can't hear it and shit, but it's loud as fuck. Distractions. That's what's happening with me right now. Um, God, I can't even think. I'm gonna shit on this nigga when I get offline for real. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is third parties, like this motherfucker over here. Distractions or people who revolve around you, like moons do a planet or planets do the sun. And if it ain't people who revolve around you, it's you revolving around other people. Third parties. You gotta understand what a third party is because if somebody in a way, you need to know that they in a way and kind of disregard them out your situation. If you're in a relationship, you entertaining another person don't make no fucking sense. If you don't even want to be with this person, just end what you got with this person and begin what you just started with somebody else. Two things can't occupy the fucking same space. It ain't never set up like that. To the people who revolve around you, it ain't going nowhere. It's like kids, you know what I'm saying? For 18 years, you gotta hold somebody down, and it ain't even about you no more. It's about y'all. You know what I mean? You and your ex-wife, or you and your baby mama end up having a kid. It's like you might not be with your baby mama or ex-wife no more, but she ain't going nowhere because her kid is your kid. You know what I mean? You can deal with yourself and your kid and try to keep shit separate, but eventually you're gonna see her at, I don't know, graduations. You know what I mean? Like milestones and monumentous moments in your child life, it involves her too. It takes two to fucking tango. Third parties are, like I said, third fucking wheels. It's like you on a date with your girl and your girl bring her fucking friend. Why? Who knows? Or you on a date with your girl, but you bring your homie. It's like this shit, you know what I mean? This is a date. This ain't no fucking outing. Like, why would you even bring somebody like a third wheel to a two-party situation? Like, it don't make no sense. Going back to the bottom line, we got the Two of Pentacles. This is you and the person you closest to. It's like what happened with me one time. A client of mine who just happened to be a Libra. This motherfucker basically moved me in his crib to be like a buffer between him and his girl. Cause he really didn't want to marry her, but he just stringing her ass along. I hope she sees that by now, cause they still doing that same little dance. But once I found out I was the buffer, it just brought me in. So, like I say, they don't move forward. You know what I mean? To keep her right where she at. If you know what I'm saying, to have me to hang with when he ain't hanging with her type shit. Like third parties, man, you'd be surprised how people use other people. It's weird as shit. You know what I mean? Like, watch that third party shit. And the reason why the Three of Cups is even out here, Libra, is because, like I said, you can't treat your friend the way you treat your girl. Like, you better define what friend means. You better define what your girl means, or your wife, or your fiance. Like, it's a difference. You can't treat everybody the fucking same. You treat people that's closest to you the best. And anybody outside Other motherfuckers that's close to you, you treat them like the way they need to be treated. If you treating a stranger better than you treating the people in your own home, that shit gonna affect your home environment. It's like my grandparents, you know what I'm saying? When we was growing up in church and shit, it's like my grandparents rode for like strangers more than they did their own family. They supported strangers more than people in their own motherfucking family. And these people that they were supporting really didn't give a fuck about them. Really wasn't supporting them at all. They was just takers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta take care of your people. Whether you a motherfucking mob boss or a celebrity, like you gotta take care of your people. Not take care of them like enable them like you know what I'm saying? Like pull an MC Hammer move. You go broke trying to hold down a whole group of people that you've been holding down for a long ass time. Like fuck that shit. Like when it comes to third parties, you gotta like love people where they at. You know what I mean? Or know who to take to the top and know who you can't take with you. Like everybody can't make it on this trip. So pick the person who deserves this trip based off like what they've done with you. Like I don't know how to explain it. I can't think because this fucking music is playing so goddamn loud. I can't hear myself fucking think right now. I'm gonna cut this shit short. I'm gonna cut this shit short. I swear to God, I can't think. So I'm gonna do a speed read because I need to finish this because I gotta talk to this nigga. So third parties, just Libras know who to invest in and know who to leave the fuck alone. Libra woman, you in regards to yourself, you have the Fool card. It's being in a whole new world like Aladdin, being in a place you ain't never been to before, or going through experience that's just fairly new to you. One thing about the unknown is you'll learn from it. Like you uncomfortable, you move to a new city, you don't know where anything at. Eventually you'll learn. You got a new motherfucking job, right? It's like you don't know if the people gonna like you. You don't know if the boss is the asshole or not. But like eventually you'll get the whole scoop on things. Like you learn by doing. But if you ain't doing nothing, you really ain't learning nothing either. So uncomfortability is cool. It's just a sign that you just need to conform to the current situation. If everything is a constant, if you in a motherfucking comfort zone, all that shit gonna turn into is just a problem. You don't want to be in comfort zones too motherfucking long. You need to do something different. If you ain't exposing yourself to new things, new people, new situations, then you're gonna get the same old shit. And more the same is not enough. You need to be around people that's gonna challenge you. You need to be around people that's gonna push you to be a better person. If all your friends do is just stroke your ego and are yes men around you and just want to be around you for whatever you be giving them or hooking up or your environment or how you got shit set up, then them ain't real fucking friends. A real friend gonna tell you when you tripping. A real friend gonna tell you to grab your fucking balls. You know what I'm saying? Like a real friend gonna keep it a fucking buck 50. Even if they ain't your friend, a real person gonna keep it fucking real. That's what real motherfuckers do. Fake motherfuckers, they don't acknowledge the real. They don't say what's on their mind and heart. Like I said, they throw stones and hide their hands. They say a fucking joke and like it's an inside joke. So it ain't like don't nobody know what the fuck the joke is, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, you just talking shit from afar and not really standing up for your motherfucking self. Like, a real friend gonna push you to be the best person you could be. Fake friends are gonna keep you exactly where you at. And it's usually because they got a motive or they can get some shit off your ass. And that's the shit you need to kind of straighten out. So Libra male, you in regards to the feminine energy, you got the King of Cups. This that shit I've been talking about this whole motherfucking reading. King of Cups, that's the 1950s, 1960s dad. That's the tough love card. Highest form of emotion you can be on is the emotion to say fuck it to any and everything that ain't about the kingdom of God or your kingdom. And your kingdom involves your home, your family, and everything in it. This is tough love. It's like when it comes to people in your family, like people in your home environment, like your children, your girl, like when it comes to people who close to you, you give them tough love. When it comes to people you don't know, you show nothing but love to their ass. You heavy D with their ass. You know what I mean? That shit is like backwards. And that comes from trying to treat everybody the same way. I told you, you can't treat everybody the same way. You gotta treat friends like friends. You gotta treat family like family. You gotta treat new people like new people. And you gotta treat the people who ride for you, you gotta take care of them. You don't treat your lover and a friend the same way. You don't treat a family member and a friend the same fucking way. You just blurring lines around here. And like I say, that shit gets shit twisted. If you treat your lover like your friend, then what's the difference between your lover and your friend? There ain't no difference because the same actions and behaviors you doing with your boo thing is what you'll do to a new thing. Tough love. That shit cool when you focused, when you got a plan, when you got faith in trying to see something out, and you just like not focus on anything but the prize or anything but making your life better or anything but becoming a better husband or a better man or a better whatever. Like that's where your focus should go on. The only tough love you should be doing is like discipline. You're tough on yourself because you just want to be better. You tough on other people because they ain't your friend. They ain't your family. They ain't your lover. You know what I'm saying? This is knowing how to stiff arm people that don't need to be in your cipher. This is telling people no. Because you can't be everything to every fucking people. This is learning how to really mature emotion. You immature as hell, like I say, if you out here trying to please everybody when you ain't even in a position to do it, thinking everybody fuck with you when they don't. King of Cups is like I say, it's just the swag of a 1950s, 1960s dad. He's a provider and he works a lot, he pays the bills, he pays the taxes. All he wants to do is just come home and chill. Because he's gonna have to go to work in like another 6, 7 hours. So anytime he can really get to himself, he needs that shit. Now he's home, like I said, it ain't like all he does is work and the kids don't get to see him and the wife don't get to see him and shit like that. But it's just like just because you are the provider, just because you are the breadwinner of the family doesn't entitle you to really do whatever you want to do. You got a family. You can't do what the fuck you want to do. It ain't just about you. It's about you, your wife, your children. Like it's a unit here. And just because you're the commander of this unit doesn't mean this unit gotta do everything that you say because you're in a position to take care of them. Like it don't fucking work like that. I know a lot of husbands out here me doing like relationship coaches and shit that feel that since they the breadwinner or they the provider that they could do whatever the fuck they want to do. As if their wife was in this position and they wasn't, it'd be okay too. Like get the fuck out of here. Like if you're gonna be tough on anybody, be tough on your motherfucking self. Try to be a better person. Try to be a better husband. Try to be a better like figure in the community. Like try to better yourself. It ain't your job to make other people better. Or it ain't like you can do something that's gonna make something else better outside yourself. Like all you can fix is yourself. All you can work on is you and yours. Anything outside of you and your family is a third party, a motherfucking distraction, something you shouldn't even be showing no type of feeling, emotion, or thought to. Libra woman, you got the Seven of Swords. This is true. It's a cat coming out the bag. Somebody keeping 100 with you. You keeping it 100 with somebody else, or you keeping it 100 with your motherfucking self. Truth is the light that illuminates everything that you need to know. Some you didn't know. You're aware of it now. Truth is something that you register. Truth also sets you free. So, a lot of Libra women are telling the truth and shaming the devil. Like, it's time to call a spade a spade. For a long ass time, you've been like giving a person like infinite rope to hang themselves with. And How they hung themselves in infinite rope is beyond you, but they did it. It's like you giving a person chance after chance. You giving them time after time to modify their action and behavior. They ain't doing it. And you see the truth of the matter. Behavior is consistent until it changes. You can't force a motherfucker to change. They gotta change proactively. Ain't nothing you can say, do, or feel that's gonna change this change. That's gonna make this change happen. Change gotta come from within. So what you don't want to do is enable a motherfucker. Because obviously they ain't gonna change their behavior. And obviously they banking on you giving them chance after chance or handing them a limited rope. So like I say, when truth come, just acknowledge what it is. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Call a spade a spade. This person is a motherfucking spade. They walk like a duck, talk like a duck, quack like a duck. That's a motherfucking duck. Quit trying to treat them like a damn dog or a cat or some shit. Like, you're gonna have to learn how to call a spade a spade. It's a spade in your life. That's been a spade in your life, and you've been thinking it's a wand or a diamond. Now it's time to call a spade and move on applicably. Applicably. There's a lot of users around you, and you've been like using family or the term friend to really downplay the fact that they really like you really enabling them or they really taking from you and shit, taking advantage of you. And it's just like you see that they using. And you need to, like I said, act accordingly. You see how you enabling people and you need to stop doing that shit. Because as you'll learn with the Libra male in regards to himself right now, we got this little thing called accountability. Ace of Pentacles is accountability. This is being in attendance of something. This is a very important pinnacle, like yourself. You know, you yourself are a pinnacle. And Libra male, one thing you're starting to understand is you only get one life. Thus, you only get one body, one mind, one voice, one dick. You really only get one chance at this shit called life. And you really ain't got time or like margin for error. That shit is dead. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep your mind sane. Cause it's so much shit out here that can make you lose your brain. Like if you ain't got your mind, you ain't gonna have yourself. So if you're gonna have to switch some things just to preserve your temple, which is your body, do that shit. Could be the lifestyle you live in. Could be the overindulgence that you doing. I don't see the devil card out here. You know what I mean? But I just do see an accountability factor here. It's just a lot of shit you personally, Libra male, are gonna have to be accountable for. You enabling people. You're gonna have to account that. Like, you know what? I'm enabling a lot of people. Let me stop because I'm not helping them. In fact, I'm hurting them. It's like you've been lying like a motherfucker, and these lies are starting to catch up with you. And it's like you need to take accountability for your actions, good, bad, or ugly. That's what a mature person does. What kids do, they just play Ray Charles to the accountability and just expects things to work themselves out. That's a Libra thing. I see Libras do that shit a lot. Like instead of ending a situation, they'll just leave it to the universe or leave it to chance or leave it to situations. You know, bring another constant in the situation to kind of blow shit up instead of them blowing it up. So it's like it's the example, like you want to break up with your current mate. So you basically invite your ex over to the house or call your ex over to the bar or club you at just to like stir some shit up. And it's like you see your ex, you talk with her, you meet up with her, your girl blow up, thus giving you a reason to shit on your current lover to pursue this next lover. Cause you know how she was gonna act if she ever see your ex in the club with you and shit like it's like you knew how the shit was gonna ride. And instead of like you just breaking up with her yourself, you create this fucking scenario to do it for you. It's karma to that. There's no accountability in doing some shit like that, but it's like one of your methods. And what you start to see is that type of shit can't fly no more. You know what I mean? If you don't want something, just say it. If you done with something, just be done with it. Because not saying nothing, prolonging shit, prolonging the inevitable is only gonna build a crescendo of bullshit that's gonna drop down on you like a turd. And that's something you ain't gonna want to deal with when it comes. Future final row, wrapping this shit up. Final card is message. Libra woman going to the future. We got the bridge. This is you and somebody else and the shit that y'all doing. Whatever you doing and whoever you doing it with, you both got a common denominator in the situation. Like you and this person wouldn't even be in the same place or same space if it wasn't for this. Whatever this is brought you both to the table. Whatever this is drew both of you like-minded individuals to the same motherfucking place. And that's usually how this relationship shit go. So with a lot of Libras, I'll be hearing like, oh, every man that I end up getting with, he ends up leaving me. I don't leave them, they always end up leaving me. Like self-fulfilling prophecy. Like you can literally speak shit into existence. But in reality, if every guy you was ever with left you, there's something to that. I ain't blaming you, but it's something going on with you that's contributing to the same scenario. I told you, more the same is not enough. Behavior is consistent until it changes. If ain't no motherfucking behavior is changing, then ain't nothing gonna change in your life. Maybe it's the way you build bridges. Maybe it's the way you be in relationships. One thing I noticed with Libra women is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to go there. Because then I'll be in the same situation as Gemini, what I was just talking about. And I do want to wrap this up. So, why is this Three of Pentacles here? 301. Everybody got a place and a purpose in your life. And like I said, if somebody in your face and in your space, obviously they got a purpose to be there, whether you realize it or not. Maybe they just trying to capitalize off the shit you got cracking. Maybe. Maybe they just want your pentacles and don't want you. Maybe it's a motive and an agenda. Like everybody has one. Just because a person is in a place, the same space you at, don't mean y'all into the same shit. Maybe their motive is different from your shit. But like I say, it's purpose. Maybe it's gonna take somebody to hurt you for you to see the error in your ways, or how you get out, or the shit you need to change and modify. So it's like best way I can put this shit. You need to elevate your friend list. You need to elevate the people you hop in relationships with. Like if if you keep getting the same outcome, then you need to get a different variable. You've been dating this type of guy. And every time you date this type of guy, you get this type of reaction. Okay, date a different type of dude. Usually when you get the dating people like early or right after you have sex, or you don't give it time to develop and shit. Like it's just modifying your actions and behavior wands to get a different outcome. And that's all you're gonna learn going to the future. Final card in this message, we got the Four of Cups. That's the world. Libra man. And the world is a temporary space and time where everything expires. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody, and death is fucking prevalent. So it's best for you to start living for the present. What I mean by that is this. All you can do is what you can do today. Like what you do today is gonna affect your tomorrow. If you ain't doing shit today, if you just on autopilot today, if you just like letting the universe just bring whatever it wants to bring in your life, or like I say, it's just like an autopilot type attitude. The world, everybody, majority of people in the world moving on autopilot. Majority of the people in the world just exist. They waking up. They ain't really got a plan for what the fuck they want to do. They don't really got things like path and purpose down pat. You know what I mean? They just out here just existing just like everybody else. That's not life. Life is not making ends meet and paying fucking bills and taxes and dying. Like that's not life. But life ain't also just having a good ass fucking time either. You know what I mean? Life is an experience. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta really take advantage and take an account of everything that you're doing. You gotta start. monitoring your thoughts, your feelings. Starting to see error to your ways and seeing how karma works and shit like that. So, the whole world moving on a whack ass vibration and you don't want to move on that shit. Like the whole town is walking in that direction. That represents the world. Fuck, don't even go in that direction. Go that way. Fuck what everybody else doing. Fuck what everybody else going. They don't even know where they going. They just following other people. You better off going on your own motherfucking trail, your own road. So don't let what the people in the world do affect what you do. Don't let other people's ideologies and other people's fucking programs get in the way of the shit you got cracking. Be an individual. I mean, quit flocking to where the fuck else people going at. Like, you don't have to be in the know, in the loop, or all that shit. Like I say, just be an individual. The average person ain't got a motherfucking life. And the reason why the average person ain't got a motherfucking life is because they ain't living their own life. Everything that they doing is something that they see other people doing. Or they get involved in something everybody else doing, or they feel if they ain't at this function or they ain't at this spot, or if they ain't doing what everybody else doing, that they doing something wrong. Like, fuck all that. I told you, Libras, y'all aliens. That's the best way to look at yourself. Y'all ain't of the world. So the way y'all look at the world is different from the average person. The way y'all look at love is different from the average fucking person. The way y'all look at relationships is different from the average person. Stop trying to be like human beings, because y'all not humans. Y'all motherfuckers are aliens. Take pride in that. That's the message I got. I swear to God, this shit's not gonna happen tomorrow, but I'm gonna holler at y'all soon, man. I got some shit to do. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. One.